I spy with my little eye something magical. It's my magical spyglass. This thing right here. Yep, that's right. I've got 1,337 levels of XP, and to get there, I had to rename an item. So I thought I'd just rename my spyglass, and yeah. Bit of a derp moment. When you put an item into here, you actually have to change it to rename it, which is what I was doing, right? And then I was like, oh, hang on a second. Now I've got a spyglass. A spyglass. What a total derp moment. Anyway, let's head out of here and make some things clear. There seems to be some confusion about who came back through the rift. Of course, all of the hermits made it, but so did some of the Empire's peeps. It seems that the rift is now two ways, and they are able to come on Hermitcraft. We have some of them online right now. I also happen to know where they are settling in. And oh boy, is it good to see this place again. I was definitely suffering from some homesickness over there. What do I see? What do I see? Some activity off in the distance. If this spot does or doesn't look familiar, it was once going to be where the shopping district is, but quickly we realised that the snow donut was never going to be big enough. And, here.
Hello.
There he is.
He's coming into land.
Hi.
Hello, I can't hear you. Are you muted?
Test?
Oh,
Hello?
I can hear you now.
Oh, this mod, man. I don't know why it keeps... It started when I went onto Empires, and now it's messing up on Hermitcraft. I don't understand.
Oh, boo. That's awful. I'm sorry.
Well, I'll say it again. Welcome to Hermitcraft.
Oh, thank you so much. No, it's a pleasure to be here, and I hope you don't mind. But we've started on a little empire of our own over here. This is the lore tree planted
Ooh.
by Joel Smallish Beans, and around this we're going to be building a kind of we'll call it a winter empire, something of a maybe a little bit of a Christmas land up here in the mountains.
That sounds amazing. I can see you cleared out all the trees. This thing used to be covered in dark oak. Glad to have you here. This sounds like an amazing project opportunity. Do you need anything like materials, builds, all that kind of stuff, right? Like
I tell you what, some mangrove would work wonders on this roof. I want to mix in some woods type stuff to make it look like there's paint and stuff that's rubbed off. But overall, I think we can. I've got a decent set of diamond tools now. I can probably gather up a decent amount of stuff. But as stuff occurs to us, we'll probably be able to let you know.
Yeah, I would say always ask because there's probably a farm for that, right?
Oh, I bet there is. I bet there is. Yeah, yours has been established for a little bit longer than ours, so you've got materials coming out of your ears by now.
I thought it would be cool to show you, like, where the mangrove wood is. Like, basically, someone left some at my base, so if you want to know how to get to my base, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so someone left me a shulker box, a little booger on the nose.
That's great. And yeah, no, definitely hard to miss this once it comes into view. Wow. Oh, perfect. That's great. Oh gosh, I have so much stuff in my inventory right now. I'll take a couple of stacks, and at least I know where it is if I need to come back for some more.
If we ender pearl into the side of the eye, it's so terribly designed. I just wanted to build a giant skull. There's a bit of a jump scare here, as you can hear.
Oh, I heard the sensors going off, the shriekers. Yeah.
Someone's built a black rabbit. What is this?
We're just discovering all of these weird things that have
and
occurred
rabbits are
since you've been
jumping around.
gone.
What?
His name is apparently Gilbert. At least he's got a name tag.
I don't understand.
This seems like it was either a dare stick situation or one of those King's challenges that's like leave somebody a parrot named Clive or whatever they were, you know?
Yes, that'll be it. Okay, that makes sense. I was half wondering if it were a trap, if there were TNT in there or something.
I mean, there might still be. I'm not gonna put it past anybody. The one thing I really like about this though is somebody's managed to use string for aesthetics here because there's 2 string on either side for the whiskers.
That's what it is.
Really clever.
I thought it might be part of a trap, like you get close to it and it sets something off.
You're too paranoid, and that's the problem. Like you've spent too long on this server around people who will trap cute things like bunnies.
I've been pranked one too many times.
I'm sure.
Aha! Here
we
we
are.
are.
At that. Instantaneous vertical transport.
Yes.
And this is... You'd never know that there was a giant skeleton directly above us.
I know, right? It's such a departure from what I was originally going to do. That whole concept just didn't work out. The rib cage, like, flying through it is just pants and...
Yeah, fair enough. And you've got a lot of copper around this place.
Oh yeah, that's because I got a copper farm, as you know.
Yeah,
Showed you
yeah,
how
and
to do
I think
that.
you've incorporated this very well into the aesthetic of the place. Well,
Yeah.
back on Empires, we were talking for a little while about me potentially rebuilding my copper aging facility here on Hermitcraft.
Yes. That
So,
is a wonderful idea.
would you like me to do that? Because if you've got all of the supplies, if you've got all the resources and stuff that I can put it together, and I'm sure there's like raid farms for redstone and all of that kind of stuff, right?
We've got all of that covered. I've also probably got more copper than you can imagine what to do with, you know.
Right? Yeah.
So if you follow me this way, I have actually been working on clearing out an area for this. This staircase will lead us down. This mountain range, by the way, is massive. If you press F3,
Yeah.
you'll see you're actually like way above 128.
Yeah, we're at 145 on the y-axis, and I'm like, it feels like we should be really deep underground at this point, but that's the illusion of going through the nether as well, I guess.
Yeah, totally. You feel like you're underground, that we're way above sea level. And as you can see, I've started to clear out like a giant ceiling area. We can just like dig this down, and then we'll have plenty of space.
Oh, heck yes. This is what I've wanted to do for a while, because it's always the scramble of getting resources together in survival, and I always build this on empires where we don't always go in for like mega farms right out of the
Yeah.
gate. So like having the freedom to do all of this stuff still in survival, but with enough resources that it feels like creative mode. I feel like it'll be a lot of fun doing that.
Yeah, we've got to dig first though. That's the thing that I'm concerned about. I plan
Mm.
on just live streaming and grinding and chatting and waffling away and just, chipping away at getting it done.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm happy to pitch in and help with that. Right now, my pickaxe only has efficiency 4. Oh, no, wait, it has
Ah,
efficiency 3. I didn't even realize. So I do need to do a little bit of upgrading, still a little bit more diamond mining and whatnot to do.
here we go. Take those,
All
right?
right, this is
And
my a down
have a
payment on
field
the.
day. Have a field.
All right,
Yeah, like, this is, you're helping me with this big contraption. Have a field day over at the shop and get kitted up, and you'll be golden.
this is my budget now. All right. Well, the diamond block you gave me when we all popped in through the rift initially, I ended up placing it in the throne room of the castle, and then
Ah,
I didn't have any tools to dig it back up again, so
oh
I've just
dear.
left it there now.
You can
So
grab it
that's,
now though. That's good.
maybe I should go back and grab that as some extra budget, and I'll probably go and buy an ender chest from somewhere so I can keep all of these resources straight. Because right now it's just a pain having an inventory. Like, oh, you've got one for me, fantastic.
Always keep ender chests in your ender chest.
Yes.
That's a
Well,
golden
now
rule.
I'll need to.
Oh,
I'll need to
don't
go and
place
buy
it down.
I'll need to go and buy a silk touch pick so I can
Yes.
pick this up again. Or maybe you
I'll
can
mine it for you though.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing the space expand and looking forward to filling it with redstone machinery. I'll leave you to it, but let me know when you're digging this place out. I'll be happy to help.
Who's this?
Hello.
Hi.
I've been putting the work in.
You have. That is awesome.
Yeah. After our little chat earlier, which obviously folks on your stream haven't seen yet, but will be in my video, I went and got some efficiency 5 on my pickaxes. So
Nice.
I have a ton of shulkers as well. I bought them from Impulse's shop. I've given Impulse so much money already. I've been on the Hermitcraft server like a day, and he's just had all the shops that I needed.
Hi. I come bearing gifts.
Oh, exciting.
Yes. Let's see. Where are the gifts? Here they are. Right. Redstone? Not a problem.
Oh, full blocks as well. I was expecting dust. Oh my goodness, it really is a different world here.
So how big is this space that we got to dig out, you might be wondering? Well, it's over 200,000 blocks. And before we continue with this massive excavation, it's time for the sponsor of today's video. If you are looking for a Minecraft host or dedicated server like Hermitcraft is hosted on, I can point you in the right direction. This video was made in affiliation with Logic Servers, who not only host Minecraft, but tons of other games too. They specialize in both web hosting and game servers, and they operate their own network infrastructure, meaning traffic management and hardware configurations are optimized for the task at hand. Best of all, they offer dedicated servers, meaning you can have a whole machine dedicated to Minecraft just like Hermitcraft does. You can pick from a variety of data centers with no extra charges for premium locations and see what CPU is on offer too. They also offer one-click installs for over 700 mod packs and other editions of Minecraft too, including snapshots and Bedrock. Interested? With promo code Xisuma, you can get 20% off, so click the link in the description box and get 20% off your first purchase. So you are going to see the 200,000 blocks once they've all been excavated. But first of all, in the middle of doing all of that, I was invited to participate in the creation of my very own card in Vintage Beef's Hermitcraft trading card game. And yes, if you did not know, he has been making that since the very beginning of this season, plugging away at it for months and months and months, and it's getting very close to being complete. Why, hello there.
Hi, how you
Hey.
doing?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Good, thanks. Yeah, I noticed you went for a little dip as soon as you visited. Were you feeling a little warm?
Yeah, I needed to cool off.
Yeah, my pathing here is not the greatest. Anyway, welcome. By the way, I was just organizing some mini blocks that somebody tweeted at me an organization scheme that you used for season 7. So thank you for that.
All right. I'm trying to remember what that scheme is.
I think it's just like all the wood and stuff first, and then some stone, sand. Like the bottom chest is the complete unorganized one, but the top two.
I see. It's good to be organized. Then when you want something, you know exactly where it is later on.
Exactly.
Cool.
Exactly. Well, I gotta start thinking of a second business after this whole card thing is done.
Thinking of something
Right?
like beef organizers.
Yeah.
For other
well, or
people.
just mini blocks.
I
Just
mean-
mini blocks.
Oh, I see. Well, you've had the wandering trader over here because we've been gone for
Oh.
a while, right?
All the time. The wandering trader is here all the time. Right
That's
now,
awesome.
unfortunately, he isn't. Check it out. This is what I've got so far.
Yeah, you're making an amazing game that I cannot wait to play. I've become really quite interested in card games over the years, so this has really sort of tickled my fancy. And oh,
I think. Yeah.
There
This is
I
the
am.
one. I'm working on it. This is the one.
oh my days! There it is, right there.
So all we have to do now is I'm going to get you to push some buttons to get these values. So your HP, your primary, and your secondary attack. So
Okay,
these
yeah.
are not the actual values that will end up on your card. We
Got
are
ya.
soon to find out what they'll be.
I just got one question. How complex is this game? Because like looking at the amount of stats and the effort that you put into it and all these cards, this feels like it's going to be like a real proper game, you know?
It's going to be a real proper game. It's not going to be super complex. These cards here have secondary attacks, which is the blue attacks. Like they have secondary effects. So, for example, here's the Tango card. And then you'll see the lore, if you hover over it, I used to give instructions on what exactly the move does.
Oh my goodness me, there's a lot of information on here. Oh wow, extra flea. At the end of the turn, both players and opposing hermit are replaced by AFK hermits. Opponents must select replacements first if there are no AFK hermits, active hermits remaining back. That's so cool. That's so
It's going to
cool.
be fun. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing. Is this gonna have like a? Do you remember Ren's game with the shulker boxes full of items and you had to collect them? Is there gonna be a component like that where we're all trading cards and building our own decks?
That's exactly what it's going to be. So I'm going to open up a card shop, and there's going to be like a pack that you buy, and the
Yeah.
pack will be randomly inserted with cards.
Bang! You're gonna have a
and then, yeah,
customer
you-
in me, Beef. I am so excited.
Great to hear. Fantastic. I'm pumped. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Let's get to pushing those buttons. I'm excited to finish
Okay,
the
yeah.
card, actually.
I'm the last card, right?
No. There's three
Oh.
more. I haven't made my own yet, and then there's a couple more. Who is it? Zombie Cleo? No, wasn't. Is it Cleo? I think it might
There's
be.
so
Cleo.
many of us. Look, there's like
Yeah.
you got like 2 full boards and then some, and it's still not enough. Wow.
Yeah, it's 26, so it actually fits one of these 3x9 perfectly, with the center
Oh.
map being
Yes.
being like the title.
This is the same as this one.
Yeah, it's
Took
the
me a
same. These are
second.
just the rare. These are the rarer cards, and these are the ones you'll see
Oh,
more
right.
often, and then the rare cards will be a little bit less common.
So Tango 290, 50, 100. Tango here 360. Oh, okay, right. So
So
there's
they're
like
different. Yeah.
two. Oh, dang, that's interesting. All right, so I
This
get
is
to press
my-
the buttons,
This is my
yeah?
val- Exactly, in any order you want. It's nothing fancy, but at least it saves me the responsibility of rolling some low numbers for you guys.
Oh, come on, high numbers, high numbers. I've got 300 HP. How good is that?
That's the highest.
Woo! Okay, good
Nice
start.
first roll. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, roll number 2. Come on, 60 primary attack.
That's the highest.
Dang.
are you cheating?
Okay. No.
Okay,
I'm
two
just.
for two. Two for two.
Can I get 3 out of 3? Probably not. 90 secondary
That's
attack?
the second highest.
Ooh.
100 would have been the highest. Very good first card. My goodness. This is going to be your common card. So your common card is actually pretty valuable.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. And
Alright,
then I roll
and
for a rare now, right?
You're doing it again for your rare card, yeah.
So could my rare have like worse stats?
It can, yes. But the rare card is always slightly better because of that secondary effect on the secondary attack.
Yes, yes. Okay, here we go. 300, 300. Oh, 280, not so bad.
Okay, no, that's good. That's good. 250 is the lowest, so
Yeah, it's like halfway there. Okay. 60 on the primary attack.
again,
Yep.
again, that's the top attack for primary. Not bad.
Can we get 100? Can we get 100? 80. That's
Okay.
still pretty good.
Yeah, still a good card. Nicely done.
Yeah.
Very good. Oh, man. Okay, good. Thank you so much for rolling those numbers. I appreciate it.
No problem, man. No problem. I sort of want to hang around. I'm like, oh god, this is so excited. But I guess I've done my bit. I can't wait to see this in action, man. It's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah, I've made it pretty. It's going to be pretty. Once you play like one game, it's going to be pretty easy to remember how to play. It's not super complex. So
Thank you for
thanks
having
for
me
coming
over.
by.
So how incredibly exciting is that? If you've ever played the Pokemon trading card game, I think that's what it's going to be somewhat like, and I'm going to hopefully be able to help Vintage Beef add some stuff into our custom resource pack that lets us have amazing things like the Bone Mage Axe, and hopefully with that just add in some details that take his game to the next level. But speaking of the next level, what's down there? It is of course a giant hole in the ground. Oof. Oof. Oh my goodness me, I haven't actually seen it in its finished state. Oh my god, you can fly around in this thing. I feel like before we start building, we should probably organize like a PvP battle around here. This is insane. I do actually have like one job left to do, and that is to just clean up the floor. Because something you'll notice about this space is that it's very clean all the way around, and that's because I've made sure that there is stone on the ceiling, on the sides, and on most of this floor. Like over here, it's nice and clean because that's where I was last digging, and then Pixl took care of all of this. The two of us have just been hacking away at this like madmen, so we got some patches to clear up. And ironically, it's at the level above us that there's hardly any of this stuff, so we got tons of dirt, gravel, stone, and cobble. But then when you come down to these sorts of layers, you do get a few patches of granite and diorite. The point being that it would have been nice to get our hands on some andesite, granite, and diorite whilst mining out this entire space, but we got hardly any. What's crazy about this location is that it's sort of higher than where I am right now. If we fly through here, you'll see the scale of this room. So it's actually built really high up in the mountain. And I deliberately positioned this thing so it didn't really mess with the caves down at this level because they're really cool, and I might do something with that later in the season. And I've also tried to align it so that hopefully we can create some sort of link from this area that goes through the middle of this, and then you can walk through the place to the other side. And then over here it could become a tunnel that links over to this space. Of course, we've got the minigame area, and we've got our ice farm, which is currently broken. So yes, so much to be done in the very near coming future. But for now, I would like to see what the Empire's folks have been up to. We saw that at the very beginning, when not much had happened, and here at the end, well, I can kind of see trees. No, there we go, buildings. Aha, this is a much better view. Wow! So much stuff has happened so quickly. Oh, dang. And there's a sleigh. I'm riding in Santa's sleigh. Oh, this is so very cool. And there, I thought I saw someone. I thought I saw
Hi.
someone over here. Hi.
I'm hiding down here in the river. I'm in the process of turning this into a beautiful natural ice sculpture.
Oh, it's gorgeous, Pixl. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, I happened to discover your ice farm in the process of looking for all of this.
Ah,
Some-
okay.
Some little birdies in my ear told me where I could find a supply of this. I brought some back from the iceberg biome, but once
Yeah.
I decided, hey, regular ice above packed ice looks really good as this frozen river design. I was like,
does.
I've not brought enough of the regular ice with me, so
Gives
I went
a
and
bit
found your ice
Yeah,
farm.
it gives a bit of depth. I mean, help yourself, right? Just take what you need.
Thank you. Yeah. So welcome to Christmas. I
Yeah,
guess.
welcome to Christmas. Thanks. Can I take a wild guess? Is this mythical sausage over on this side?
It is, yeah. Everyone seems to have brought a little bit of their empire with them for this Christmas district. So we've got
Yes.
Mythical Sausage's Sanctuary, we've got Joel's Stratos kind of build style over there.
Yeah, of course.
And I think the Crimson house up there is Shelby's with the kind of like Swamp Witch vibes.
Yes.
And I didn't really want to do the same thing because my stuff is all ruins, and that doesn't quite feel like it makes sense.
That's not
for
very
for a
Christmassy.
Christmas district.
Like, I'm just gonna guess. Are people dropping off presents? Is that what this is? Merry Bushmas?
I expect these will be, yeah, there'll probably be a few presents
Oh,
around
these
the tree.
are.
And
that's cool.
this double chest here has some pretty festive looking hats in here, so I'm thinking I should probably get one of these on, and I need to get the thing that removes the overlay.
Oh, I gotta wear this now. I gotta get into the Christmas spirit.
Absolutely,
beautiful.
we do. Yeah.
Oh man, that looks so good. So look at that, my friends. I've got all the reasons to get into the Christmas spirit now. But for us this Christmas, we're going to be working on a mega project with Pixl Rifts, which we will start to undertake in the very next episode. If you have enjoyed this one, leave a like. Thanks as always for the support. And I will see you soon with another episode of Hermitcraft. Goodbye.